Welcome back. Advanced Warfare Pro League Season 3, match number 2. It's going to be Rise going up against Epsilon, the new Rise lineup, Maven. TJ and Goon coming over. But what are you doing there?
I was showing how cool my MLG scuff is.
Sweet, I have one as well. Yeah, anyway, it's going to be a solo hardpoint. Kick things off here and go right into the game. Who do you want to start things off with first, man?
Thankfully, they get to see your screen because I'll be watching Royalty the entire time.
Oh, well, I mean, we can do that too.
No, I know we had a lot of fun watching him play 12 cents throughout relegation. It was a crazy, crazy show. But this one, I don't know what to expect, really. Like you said, Rise, obviously, a lot of team changes went down today. It's going to be interesting to see how they work together, whereas I think the teamwork has been pretty darn solid for this Epsilon side, despite the fact that there were clearly some communication issues. But Royalty already kicking things off on my screen with the two-piece. He's got more down below, and okay, that sensitivity makes hitting shots like that a little bit more difficult, I guess.
Makes it a little bit more difficult. Royalty picked up some nice kills at the start. Epsilon getting off to a pretty quick start. You see Remy on your screen, going to pick up 2. But Maven, on my screen, the Xbox One winner is at Lisandro_1997. Congratulations, you have won an Xbox One.
Born in 1997, so congratulations on turning 18 this year.
Yeah, there you go.
You are an adult.
If that's your year, your birthday, you turn 18, you get an Xbox One. You can go to college, become a pro.
Games at GameStop. Way to go, buddy.
Yep, you can go buy a bunch of games, spend all your money on that. Congratulations, Lisandro. Video games, helped me get to where I am. Now, unfortunately, it's got Maven where he is as well. It's kind of made us cross paths.
No, video games and talent got me where I am. Your hair got you where you are.
Yeah, that's 100% true. Good.
I actually think dating Milski was about 50% of the reason you got where you are.
Oh, well, anyway, it's going to be Remy. Putting down some shots there at hardpoint number 2. Have 2 players jumping directly above him. I absolutely hate casting with you. Royalty on my screen, gonna be picking up some more kills. He's gonna be starting at 8 and 5. Now, we saw him at Season 3 relegation. We all loved what he was doing. Bringing it to the Pro League now, gonna be exciting to watch on a night-out basis.
Yeah, it was amazing. I'm really happy. I mean, if there was one team, I guess, I was really rooting to get in. I know we have to be as unbiased as possible, but I was really rooting to see Epsilon get in. One, I'm really liking to see, despite the fact I know we're starting the G-Finity League just started, but I like to see some of the guys over here competing in the North American League, especially those top players. And Swanee's been a guy that we really want to see on a regular basis for a long time. I'm so thrilled to see him become part of the regular season.
Yeah, excited to see Swan over here in North America. He wanted it more than any other player there at Season 3 relegation. Remy, he's going to jump into the hard point. He's going to get 1, not able to finish off the second. Waits. It's going to be his host here in game number 1. It looks like Rise going to be able to take the lead. So this Rise team that formed out of just kind of pieces maybe hours ago, looks like they're going to be able to take the lead here against Epsilon. Not a good sign for Epsilon off the bat. I mean, you got a team in Rise who they never played together, ever. And they're just going to be taking it to them on this first map.
Yeah, and one thing to point out as well, I know we'll talk about relegation a bit just because that's our most recent experience with this squad. I believe, if I remember correctly, they didn't drop a single hardpoint until the finals, so a very strong hardpoint team. You got to think those are the 2. They've really got to be working on them this one.
Yeah, it's going to be Nagabin taking the rest of the time there for Epsilon. It's going to be Epsilon spawning over by Maps. Remy on your screen, he's going to be stunned. He's got a player jumping up top. Going to put some shots down on Wheats. Not able to hit anything. He is very stunned as you see the stuns and nades coming in from Rise. Rise able to push across the map. Should be able to pick up all these kills. You see Chino with the bow in the back. It's going to be him and TJ. TJ just trying to stay alive behind the car over here. TJ was on a 4 streak, 16 and 9. One of the more exciting young players in Call of Duty. You know, TJ always comes up with some big plays. Definitely a fantastic player. I'm not too sold on TK's move today, Maven.
Well, did you see his tweet right afterwards? It was great. It had me laughing, man. He said,
he wasn't even too mad.
I guess I was released. It's a shame I had to drop 45 to even win a map. So, he's pretty confident in his ability. You know, he was putting up really big numbers with TK. You got to wonder if maybe it's a little bit to do with the fact he's under 18. You know, are they looking forward to G-Finity? Are they trying to build a team that's going to stick together for a long time? I don't know what the reasoning was, but it certainly has nothing to do with talent.
No, nothing to do with talent by any stretch of the imagination. TJ Halley, one of the best players in Call of Duty. And, you know, kind of reminds me of how I don't want to say he got screwed at the beginning of Season 2, but remember, he was on that Aware team that just sold, and he ends up finding a home on Elevate, and Elevate becomes one of the better teams in the league. Nope, put up some nice games with Aware towards the end of Season 1, and had a good event with Stunner. So TJ has had a very good Advanced Warfare. Definitely going to be looking to see him close it out well here with Rise, as he's getting off to a great start. Most kills in the lobby, 23 and 14, really trying to prove that he belonged on TK. That was his spot, and they made the wrong move, and it's going to be Epsilon actually taking the lead back, despite nobody really doing anything big for them.
Yeah, no one really going off of the Nagafeni. He's going to pick up 2 more. Back-to-back 2 pieces he's actually gotten. They're up 10 right now. We are going to go into our second set of rotations here. They didn't do a really good job in that first hard point. Let's see if they can step it up through this one.
Yeah, it's going to be Remy jumping into the first hard point. He's going to be dancing around. He's not going to be dancing much longer. He's going to get taken out. Goon pushing over towards glass side. Going to be looking around, trying to find some players to kill. He's going to just rotate all the way around towards garage side. It's going to be Rise taking the lead back. Goon trying to lock these spawns down. He was on a 3 streak, totally jinxed him there. Chino, he's on a 3 streak. He'll probably die here shortly. He's got 2 players directly in front of him. Actually, he's going to be able to pick up 2. Goon with 1 in the kill feed, so it's going to be Rise taking a advantage here on this first hardpoint second rotation.
And they've brought it back. I mean, this is where they started slow. I mean, they had a pretty big lead through, I think, kind of the first 2.5 hardpoints. They were really controlling the pace. Epsilon was struggling. You're seeing that again here. But you know what matters is those, I think kind of the 3 through 5, 4th and 5th being the most important ones where you can really pick up a lot of time is where Epsilon excelled. Let's see if they can do it here again on the second side. I think they'll climb back earlier than that, though, as they're starting to get rolling. I'm actually watching Swanee. He's able to pick up one with his teammate. They're looking here on B Street as he gets a second. 1 in window as well. His teammate clears, so that's 3 on the kill feed here for Epsilon as they're pushing forward. They have control of this B side for the time being.
Yeah, Swan did a nice job blocking down those lanes for the time being. He's going to get cut down, and it looks like Epsilon may need a little bit more sub pressure. It looks like Remy, the only one pushed up with the SMG, going to need a little bit more help. Try and break these hills. He's going to be running all the way through maps, then trying to come all the way around through the back. He's going to get taken out. Swanee, he's going to get one up top, but you know, Swanee, more of a traditional standstill AR. Not really going to push towards those hard points. You see it now, but he's going to try and play mostly at a distance. 13 seconds left. Going to try and take the rest of this time. You see on the minimap, though, Maven, I brought it up. It's going to be Rise rotating to garage first.
Yeah, they've got set up. Who's going to be the player pushing out? That was, I think, Goon. As Goon got cleaned up pretty much immediately. 2 players stayed in, 1 covered the back and 1 pushed forward. A couple big kills, but the guys inside the hardpoint actually able to lock it down. That was Tej that pushed out next. He dropped. And now it's 1 man standing here as they did get the back spawn. And you see the kill feed is pretty much entirely Epsilon yet again as they managed to break it. And they've now got a pretty good setup here, but no one's actually in the hardpoint.
Nope, Royalty decided to push out. He's going to drop, and it's going to be right back to Rise. Nobody's staying in the hardpoint for Epsilon. It's going to be Chino on a 2 streak, picking up some kills. TJ still leading the way for this Rise Nation squad. You see he's going to be in the hard point. He's going to get one, then get taken out. It's going to be Royalty trying to push in. Nagafen with him directly behind. 18 seconds left. This time is huge for Epsilon. Epsilon needs to take the rest of this, try and make the comeback.
And I'm watching Remy here. He gets 2 big ones. We talk about his best ability really is just in the hard point, whether it's breaking into it, holding it down as people push. It's 2-piece after 2-piece for this guy. Always having very, very solid games on land. Right now, struggling a little bit at 21 and 31, but still, again, getting those effective kills in and around the hard point. And now we have the parking lot. Who's able to lock this down? Tej is the first one in yet again. He's going to be able to get cleaned up. You saw stuns and nades flying in. Swanee gets a 2-piece. Royalty picks up 1 as well. And it's now locked down here for Epsilon. Watching B Street with Swanee. He gets taken out. I'm going to switch over to Royalty as he's now in the hardpoint here with the bow.
Yeah, he's going to try and put some shots down across the garage up top. He's going to get taken out. It looks like Rise able to break it, and it's going to be Royalty trying to get back in. He's going to get 1. Can't finish off the second player. That is going to be Chino up top for Rise. He's going to be able to pick up 2. Has players pushing through mid. And this is going to go right down to the wire, Maven. We are going to have basically a tie game, I think, going into this last hill. It's actually going to be Wheat picking up 1 up top. Realty gonna come back, take it. It's gonna be basically a few points separating both of these teams. It looks like Rise electing not to take the garbage time there. And this is all gonna come down to this last hill. It's gonna be TJ pushing in first. He's gonna get stunned. Nagafen picking that one up. Nagafen in the hill for Epsilon, trying to make plays happen. Everybody flooding in for this Rise lineup. They're gonna pick up a ton of kills. Maven, they're gonna have control early.
Yeah, I thought Remy did what he needed to. He got 2 kills in the break as they went over there on the street, but it didn't matter. Is it just got busted so quickly here, and they're up 15, 20 seconds left. This one's over, and that's Wheats that's over there getting the cuts as they're trying to rotate over. It's done, in the books. Game 1 going to go to Rise. Doesn't matter that they formed 25 minutes ago, Matt.
Yeah, it was Chino there at the end with Wheats, able to lock down that hill. TJ putting up a huge game 1 though, 37 and 31, make it 39 and 31. Gonna finish things off. It looks like 39 and 32, 7 caps of the hill. It's gonna beat Rise, taking game 1 here against Epsilon, 211 to 182. A little bit of a shocker, I would say, Maeve.
Yeah, especially, I mean, I guess I wouldn't be surprised to see Rise take games from them, especially where they hosting the 125, was it?
Think so.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me as much, but the fact that they just formed, they gelled pretty quickly, didn't seem to struggle too much with it. They led from the break, it was back and forth, but they closed down the final hard point. And based on how the first rotation went, I really thought that was going to be where Epsilon would lock it down in the 5th and final hard point. Yeah. Couldn't do it. Game 1 in the books. We're probably going 5 games again, Matt.
Yeah, we may actually go 5 games again. That would be kind of crazy. It's going to be Rise taking game number 1 against Epsilon. Game number 2 coming up right after this.